Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another fun edition of my Grue Rume Show. And for the Grue Rume Show today, I got a very cool guest, and she is an actress, a producer, and she does her own stunts. She is trained heavily in martial arts and combat and MMA and kickboxing, and she does sword fighting, and she's trained in weapons, and she is an all around badass. And I'm talking about Paris Bravo. And I definitely want to stay on her good side during the interview because I don't want to get my butt kicked. But anyway, like she seems really sweet, and I'm looking forward to talking to her about her amazing work at such a young age to have black belts in martial arts and MMA and sword training and to be an actress, and she's doing all this at such a young age, and she just has a bright future ahead of her, and I'm really looking forward to talking to her about everything, and this is going to be a really fun time. I am Rocco Cross. I am the host that stutters. I am the host of the Grue Room, and my interview with Paris Bravo will be coming up very soon. And as always, welcome to my nightmare. So stay tuned. Okay, welcome to Grue, and thank you so much for taking time out of your morning and coming on.
No, thank you. I really appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, definitely, of course. I see you do a little bit of everything. Like you act, you produce, you do stunts and martial arts, weapons, like you name it, you do it.
I mean, I try to definitely expand as much as possible. Definitely, but life is too short to not just keep yourself in a box. We gotta try everything.
Exactly. And I'm really happy to see like you do a little bit of everything. And I was reading online, like you started doing martial arts at age 5, and you also went into competitions too.
Yeah, at the age of 5, that's when I started. I wanted to just be a part of like a team, especially when I was in martial arts in Florida is where I started.
Hmm.
I started out in like the daycare, and I always saw my siblings just like rah, kia, and breaking boards, and I was like, I want to do that. And then at the age of 5, that's when I wanted to take it seriously, which sounds weird
I
as a
know, right?
five-year-old. I'm like, hello, I want to compete. And then I started sparring, did learn katas and forms, and it taught me so much discipline to make me who I am today. So I would be nothing without martial arts.
Wow. And was there like any martial artist that you looked up to at the time when you were doing it?
Of course, of course. I mean, you know, the OG Bruce Lee, of course, Jackie Chan. One of my biggest ones when I went to the US Open in Florida, which is
Mhm.
like the Super Bowl of like martial arts competitions.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I competed there, which was insane. I got I think 2 first places as like a 6-year-old or
Oh
7.
my God.
And on the big stage where you like win the world titles,
Yeah.
saw Caitlin Deschelle perform, and I was just like, I want to be like her one day. And definitely, the U.S. Open was where I got discovered by Mike Chat, the original Blue Power Ranger, and he's the reason why I moved out to California, because he's like, you got to try it. You got to try extreme martial arts. I can teach you flips, tricking. And we're like, oh, maybe later. And then we went the next year, and then we were like, yeah, let's do it. A lot of people think like we moved to California just for acting, and that's just it's not true. I mean, I moved for martial arts.
Oh, wow. And
Hmm.
like, what's the difference? Like, I saw that I was going to ask you what that was, but you just said it. Like, e- extreme martial arts, the XMA. Like, how's that different from doing the MMA?
Yeah. They're very, very, very different, but they all have what I love about martial arts is that they all have very similar aspects, but they're
Hmm.
also so different. So for traditional or taekwondo, it's more of like hitting each move and being strategic, very clean. Also extreme martial arts is very clean, but it's more of like da 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 ba 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 ba, like more of what you see in the movies. And like the flipping and tricking, and that's why it like transferred into me being an actor, because both like
Oh,
went hand in hand of the action and also the martial arts aspect
oh,
of
wow.
these.
That is so impressive. Oh my God. And like you also, I see you train with weapons, like you do like a whole bunch of different things, right? And especially swords.
Yes, I love swords. I definitely think for a long time my favorite was kamas, the
Oh
ones that,
yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I loved them so much. I thought it was so cool going through, it was so small but yet so mighty, and it was very very flashy. But I also went through a phase where I was in love with the bow staff. I was
Mhm.
like, this thing is so cool. I would like hit myself so hard to where I would get bruises on the side of my body, but I was like, this is how this is what it is to be able to, fight. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. And then swords, I think, definitely became one of my favorite when I started doing double swords,
Oh,
like
really?
Ninja Turtles or
Yeah,
like
exactly. I was,
Deadpool.
I was just gonna
I was
say that,
like,
like the turtles.
yeah, I'm like, hey yo, I got both of these, and I felt very, very cool. But yeah, definitely weapons, nunchucks, um, all of them. I loved expanding and learning each one. But I definitely think my best would probably be swords, just because it is so
Yeah.
powerful. And definitely learning like how to use both is really cool.
Oh wow. See, like you mentioned them, the turtles, like you're all them combined in one. Like you did the bow, you did the chucks, you did the swords. The only thing you need are the size now, right?
Yes, yes, yes. I tried those, but I'm gonna leave that to Raphael. I don't think I can. I love them. They look so dope. I just wish I could do it as good as him.
Yeah, yeah. Nice. And I saw something like you did sword fighting on a horse. Like, is that hard?
Oh, yeah. That definitely was scary because there's so many aspects that you have to think about. Uh,
Oh,
Especially one with safety. Definitely always wanting to make sure the animal is safe first. Um, Obviously your safety, but definitely like some things like can trigger. You
yeah.
never know. You never know. So when I went to the ranch and worked with some of the most amazing people, amazing women in action, um, it was very, very cool to see the leadership and authority
Hmm.
each woman had, and how well the horse worked with the caretaker. um
Okay.
so like, but I definitely I was on the floor. I didn't ride the horse
Yeah.
yet.
Oh, okay, okay.
Maybe one day we'll get there. But I was fighting with someone on a sword, or on a horse. um and I thought that was really cool. And then we also did another like scene where we were running from the horse, and I did like a dive roll away from it. You got to, but also like things like that can trigger the horse. So it
Yeah,
was definitely
true.
really, really cool. And just how, like, with Keanu Reeves being on, John Wick, and having to
Yes.
ride those horses, like getting to see like that John Wick's horse was actually on that ranch.
Wait, really?
Yes, I heard so many stories. So cool. I was like, they had to dye the horses like full black to be able to go on set. There were like four different horses. But the horse there was like the main horse that they used.
Oh, wow.
I was like, wow, this is so cool. Um, but yeah, it's definitely an experience that not many can experience, but I'm very lucky, very grateful, very blessed.
Yeah, definitely. That sounds really cool. Like I would love to do that, but I probably would fall forces and get my
You know
butt
what?
kicked.
No, you can go. You can totally try it.
Okay. And you're also like a black belt too, right? Like in Taekwondo, the XMA, and I think I saw like weapons and MMA. Like you're a black belt and like a whole bunch of different things.
Well, two things. Taekwondo, I'm a second degree black belt.
Okay.
And then in extreme martial arts, I'm a black belt.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And I got those when I was around 9 years old. 9, and then I
Oh my
think
God.
11 when I got my second degree.
Wow.
Yeah, very, very like I worked my butt off. I was there like 72 hours.
Ooh.
Like I know it was longer than that. I was just there every day. I lived down the street. I walked there. I walked to XMA.
Okay.
Unfortunately, now it turned into a Brew Brothers.
Oh no.
But I would not trade that experience for anything. I loved it. It was I don't know. I loved being there all the time.
Yeah.
And it didn't even feel like I was training. It felt like I was having fun the whole time and
Oh wow.
doing everything. Like there was tumbling classes, there was extreme martial arts classes, there was taekwondo classes, there was everything in one. And definitely was very lucky. Now I train at JAM, joining all movement,
Oh, okay.
and you can like do your independent work.
Yeah.
And I also did some cinematic martial arts, which we have belts. We do like little what are those called? Like sweatbands. You know
Oh, all
what
right.
I'm talking about?
I
And
think so. Yeah.
I'm a blue belt in cinematic martial arts, which is cool.
Wow.
Yeah, which is like all kicking, like fancy kicking, like
Yeah,
spinning.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's like that was really fun. But I've branched out into MMA, boxing, jujitsu. I love jujitsu. Oh my goodness, I love jujitsu. And also capoeira.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
certain things. I I definitely think like every aspect. The only one I want to get to, like tomorrow, hopefully, is kung fu. I want to try that out for sure.
Okay. Okay.
Mm,
Wow, you definitely do a lot.
trying to.
Did you did you ever do Tai Chi? Like I heard that like relaxes you and stuff like that. Like I heard
That's
so many good things about it. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
I did try that once. I did.
Okay.
They have one of those classes at Jam.
Oh, okay.
And I've always seen them doing that as like other kids are just like going crazy. And I think that's like how in sync you have to be
Hmm.
and how calm you have to be. I
Yeah.
definitely Tai Chi, like that's really cool. It's a form of like meditation, or like if
Yeah,
people
yeah, exactly.
it
Yeah.
like yoga. Not
Yeah, it's
yoga.
like it's like a different version of yoga without doing all of the like the stretches and stuff. It's more like more calm.
Exactly. Yeah. I definitely think that's really cool.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Mm.
Wow. Well, I'm gonna do my best to stay on your good side because uh, I I'll get flipped over and thrown around.
Promise I won't hurt you unless it's provoked. You gotta poke the bear. You gotta poke the bear.
So from doing all of this, like what drew you to want to act? Like how did your passion start for acting from doing all kind of martial arts training?
That's such a good question. Um, Definitely for me, I've always wanted to help people.
Okay.
And I've always wanted to make people feel either seen or uh make people feel something.
Yeah.
'Cause there's a lot in life where it just makes you go numb. And when I started, I didn't really know what was happening. I was like, these kids are actors. a lot of the kids who were in XMA, they had been acting since they were like 4, like when I started martial arts.
Oh,
I was
wow.
like, oh wow, these kids are really in the industry. Like
Mhm.
it seems like a really good setup for future. And I was like, Mom, can I try it? Like all these kids, like there was a point in the class where they were like, oh, who had this audition? Raise your hand. Did somebody have an audition today? Raise your hand. And I was like, what are these auditions? What is this? And I was like, I try it. And from there, I think I started with music videos, background work,
Okay.
working my way up. I definitely saw a lot of my friends get on these like really cool shows.
Mhm.
One of my favorites was Fresh Off the Boat. My friend Forrest, he definitely like popped off, and I was in background and he was one of the main characters, and I was like,
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
awesome. And I think that's necessary in order
Mhm.
to grow to where I am now. And then I worked for Henry Danger. Once I worked for Henry Danger, I was like, this is where I want to be, and I want to continue to strive for more.
Yeah.
Um, and that passion continued throughout the whole thing. I loved taking these scripts, even just for
Mhm.
auditions.
Mhm.
I had so many like auditions for Marvel, like these things that like were blowing my mind, and I
Oh,
wouldn't even like really. Yes, I would want them, but the
well,
thing is,
yeah.
like, if I got the chance or just my name in some door, I was very grateful even for the opportunity of auditioning, because it's really hard to even get audition now with the writer strike. What's
Well,
going on?
yeah,
I'm
no.
like really scared what's going on,
I
but it's
know
okay.
exactly.
We're gonna move forward. We're gonna keep we're gonna, it's okay. But that passion, I love taking those scripts that I would audition for. And of course,
Mhm.
like when I was younger, they were more of like the Disney da da da.
Well, yeah, yeah.
Which is fine. I love that too, because making kids laugh or being a an idol for a kid is really important.
True.
um, but then also like taking those scripts and taking on different personalities, or like taking these characters and making it my own, it made me feel like I can do anything. Like I don't know how to explain it, but um that passion definitely drove me to continue. And um I'm still doing it to this day.
Yeah.
Obviously, a lot of kids stop when they go in high school. I'm still in public high school.
Oh, okay.
I'm finishing up my last year. So, that was definitely a challenge of like balancing everything.
I know
Um,
that must be hard, like bouncing like your final year of school plus acting and
yeah.
still doing like your training for martial arts as well. Like that's a lot going on.
And the only reason I am is because of my parents. If it weren't for them and a really good support system at school, shout out Miss Aranya. She's the reason why I've had no problems so far.
Okay.
Um, and but mostly my parents, of being able to, have that support system behind me. Um, definitely don't think I would be where I am without them, and all credit goes to them. I genuinely don't. I'm so grateful for
Oh,
them,
nice,
but
nice.
I definitely think that they definitely helped me get where I am, but the
Yeah.
passion always stays with you, because at the end of the day, it is your dream, it is your goal. And you have to, keep persevering.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Like when you're you're in school and you do like all these shows like Hen Henry Danger and like films that you were doing like The Cursed Man and stuff. And
Mm.
like when you go to school and do like your friends and stuff come up to you and say, "Oh wow, you were on this episode or you're on this movie," or
Yes, actually. I definitely most recently when I did an Allstate commercial. Uh,
hmm
And it was very funny. One of my teachers actually came up to me, was dropping all sorts of F-bombs. I'm like, hello, this is so hilarious. He's like, oh my God, Paris, I was watching TV and I was sitting there with my wife and I saw your effing face. Oh, yeah. Da, 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 F-bomb, F-bomb, F-bomb. I'm like, this is my teacher. What? Um, hello. It was really funny. And I've also seen like some kids I really don't even talk to, or
Yeah.
I'm definitely more of like a lone wolf at school.
Okay. Okay.
And so like I'll have these like not random, but like acquaintances, my friends
Yeah.
or school peeps, and
Yeah.
and they come up to me and they're like, "Oh my God, you were." I rewinded it and I saw your face. And I'm like, yeah, that was
Yeah,
me.
that's me.
Yeah, because the Allstate commercial, like they play it all the time. So
Hmm.
it's been really funny to see like some people are texting me about it. Some
Oh
people are
my
telling me
God.
how they've been at the gym and then they see it on the television. Like, you're haunting me, Paris. You're haunting me. And I'm like, I'm sorry, guys. It was a really cool commercial to film.
Hmm.
I also got to work with the father that was in my movie of Christmas versus the Walters. Uh,
Okay.
Dean Winters, he plays, or he is Mayhem. He is the Mayhem. Um, so that was really cool to be able to work with a fellow friend again. Um,
Oh wow.
Incredible person, incredible guy, incredible actor, like incredible work partner, like
Yeah.
all. So that was really cool.
Nice. And like when you were doing the episode of Henry Danger, like did you ever get did you work with Jace?
I did.
Oh, okay, because
I did.
he's like the main person for the show, right?
Yes, that was I had been watching Henry Danger since season 1, right?
Okay, okay.
I got the audition. I was like, if I get this, I I cried. I everything I still remember each section of like audition process, and
Oh, okay.
I was a little tiny girl going in to Bullock, or I don't remember the the casting
Yeah.
agency, but I went in and it was on the actual studio of where Henry Danger is filmed. So like
Okay.
the studio is the audition room's over here and the studio's over there. And this was years ago, so now like the place is under construction and I still drive past it every day, or occasionally. And I had that audition and they really liked me. I was like, okay, cool. All right, they're having me come back for a callback, and I
Yeah.
remember they gave you like these little papers to put on your thing, and I put that paper in the top of my car. I put it up here. I was like, if this is, you know, gonna happen, let it happen, let it be. Whatever happens, happens. I If the door opens, it opens, and I
Yeah,
left the
exactly.
sticker on the top of the car, and I was, I got that call for the callback, and then I got the booking call,
Nice.
and
Nice.
I was in my house sitting on the couch. My mom told me to sit down. I stood up like a dum dum. And my mom's like, okay, you booked Henry Danger, blah blah blah. I'm like, I was running around my little tiny cute little apartment. I was like, all right, this is literally insane. Then we had to
Yeah.
figure out what days I was missing school, how I was gonna get there, who was gonna take me.
Hmm.
It didn't matter. My mom didn't care. She said, if my job fires me, they fire me. You're doing this. And get on set, and with those TV shows you have like 3 days of rehearsal and
Okay.
schoolwork that you have to do, and then there's the 2 to 3 days of filming the
Gotcha.
actual show, and that's when like the script goes through analyzing. And
Hmm.
what was cool was the specific episode that I filmed was like the new season. So they were
Oh,
all
okay.
coming back to work after like however long off. And I was like, oh, this is cool. Like it's like a reunion and I'm just here. I'm the new and I was like, cool. And I got my own dressing room right next door. I can't remember the show right now. Right next door, they were filming that one show that's on the subway over in New York. I
Hmm.
cannot remember right now. Oh man. But it was really cool because there was, that one show filming on that side.
Yeah.
So I saw the stars of that show.
Oh, okay.
And then I also saw the stars of Henry Danger. And of course, like every little girl had a crush on Jason Norman. Let's be
Yeah,
real.
yeah, that's true.
Let's be real here. And when I saw him for the first time, my heart sank. Like it was like, woo, this is really cool. Stay professional. Stay professional.
Yeah, yeah. I have to put on my pro face now, but I'm
Yeah.
screaming on the inside.
I was very, very excited. Also the guy who plays I believe his name's Cooper. He plays Captain Man.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
was so sweet, so funny. The director, all the unit like worked so well together. It was really cool. And I met Ella, who played my best friend, who
Okay.
played Piper. And it was my birthday in that episode.
Oh,
Um,
I thought it was your real birth.
oh no, I wish that would have been cool too. But we were like whacking a pinata, and then we got to see some of the stunt doubles of it all. And then Jace had to be like hung up on these wires to
Oh,
actually
okay.
stand on the pinata. And it was funny because he's like, hey, what are you doing? He's like just hanging around. He's just stuck up there for like 20 minutes. It was really funny. And there was one point where they were filming a dialogue scene, and there were people who were laughing. I was like, we can laugh. And Ella was like, yeah. And I was like, cool. And then I let out the most ugly laugh. I'm still embarrassed to this day about it. I literally, it was like SpongeBob, like like no. I was very mad. I was very mad at myself. I wanted to crawl in a hole after I did that. And I'm sure Ella thought I was, well, she wanted me away. Like, just kidding. But like, it was a fun experience. I definitely regret doing that laugh, but
Yeah.
everything else was so great. And they had like free snow cones, and
Oh,
I want to
nice.
stay here forever. It was really cool. And I also got to work with a fellow friend, Sailor, who was on Henry Danger with me. And
Oh,
then now
nice.
she's on High School Musical, the musical, the series. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
really kind of like, you know,
That,
see my
yeah, what's his Josh is on Joshua Bassett, right? Isn't that the series he's on? Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, he's doing incredible things as well.
Oh, yeah, definitely, definitely. I mean, he even sings and tours and everything, right?
I know. He's the one who's branching out everywhere. His music is incredible, so much meaning to that, and then also
Yeah.
his acting is,
Oh, yeah.
great.
Wow, that was really awesome. And yeah, I mean, to top it off, snow cones. Come on now, you can't ever go wrong with that.
Oh,
Yes.
it was so delicious. So delicious.
Nice. And I see you also were on a series where you played Shat Shadow in a series called that, right? So you
Yes.
you basically played like the lead, like the main thing.
Yeah, I did. That was when I was first starting out, I was like, gotta build up the resume. I believe I had that audition, and y'all, those lines were like this big. And I was, as a little girl, memorizing things definitely did come easier,
Oh, okay.
but it was definitely an experience. Really, really cool, being able to like do a series,
Hmm.
um, and take on. If it weren't for that, I definitely don't think I would have had like as much experience learning lines, switching lines
Okay.
quick, thinking on the dot, um, which definitely prepared me to be able to do more of like the big league stuff, which was really cool.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Because you went on to be in a horror film, The Cursed Man, and me with horror, I love horror. So I have to ask you how your experience was working on a horror film.
Oh my goodness. That was actually my first movie, I believe. That was
Oh,
my first
nice.
movie. The Cursed Man, oh, the um Jim Perry. He is so incredible. So the director, I remember doing my audition. I still have the picture in my phone. If you scroll all the way to the top, it's little me in my little navy blue shirt with a green screen behind me, and that was my audition. I was like, wow, this is really cool. He's like full on having me audition in this green room. And then I ended up booking that, and
Okay.
I worked with some great actors uh my first time. And there was one scene where I did not know what was going on. And we had to drive in very hectic and hit a trash can. And I was like, okay, I did not have to act in that scene. I was like freaking out. I was like, what is going on here? I'm just gonna follow my mom, my fake mom. And might I add, she was blonde. It was, a little, it was funny. And then we go running into the house, and I was like, all right, it's cool. We're just doing it. I was like, all
Yeah.
right, go with the flow. And then we filmed another one of the scenes where I was talking to the evil person. Uh,
Hmm.
and that scene definitely made it on my reel. It was really cute.
Okay.
My
Okay.
little Paris was like, I don't want you to hurt them. Like little Paris is trying to protect my fake parents. And it was really cute. But definitely when we were terrified, um I was like, what is scared? 'Cause I was
Hmm.
like, what is that? And all I remember doing was, like getting very like sad. I was like giving like the eyes of like bulging out of your
Yeah.
head.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, the horror was very fun. And honestly, when you scream and things like that, that it really gets you going. And I think that's also
Okay.
really cool about horror, and the people who watch horror definitely get that feeling. And a lot of horror, me and my dad have recently found out, is pretty funny. Like it's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Exactly. I know.
But recently I actually filmed a suspense horror
Oh, nice.
with Safer Entertainment, and pretty excited about it. Hopefully, um it'll be coming out around, Halloween time maybe.
Oh, sweet.
Just a little insider. Um Pretty excited about it, but I have to stay.
Well, yeah, yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah, but you're right. There's like a ton of like horror films that are funny. Like there's horror comedies. Like one one of my favorite ones is the killer clowns from outer
Outer
space. Like
space. Oh my goodness, I don't think I can do clowns. I don't think I can do clowns.
okay.
I think I can do clowns more than I can do zombies, because
Okay, all right.
I feel like zombies are more realistic to, what's happening in this world.
Yeah, that's true. You're right.
I'm like, hey, no. Mm-mm. The Walking Dead, my dad loves it.
Yeah.
Can't do it. I can't do it.
Well, what are some horror films you like watching? Like, are there any horror films you like?
Oh, yes. I love it. Um
Yeah, the clown.
Um,
Wait. He's
I know,
clown. You see,
I
like
know,
clown.
I know. But you know what? The reason I love it is just the dynamic with the friends.
Yeah.
Something so special and so masterful about it when you watch that movie.
Mhm.
It doesn't get old to me.
Yeah, you're right.
When they casted it, like I feel like every single emotion, every single joke, every single, terrifying freaking scene. I think, sometimes it's very scary to watch,
Yeah.
but like you want to watch because they're killing this, like they're killing it. They're doing so good. And I also I liked Megan, which is more of a thriller.
Yeah, that
That
was
was
really
hilarious.
good. I know, it was so funny,
I was dying laughing in
especially
that
when she does
theater.
her like her little dance.
And the song, it's just like so random. I'm like, hello. That's so funny.
I mean,
And I
here she
was,
is ready to kill someone. She just stops and starts dancing.
yeah, I was like, am I the only one who's getting these jokes? Because no one else was laughing in the theater. And I'm like, this is actually hilarious. Why?
It is, yeah.
But I definitely it and Megan and um my dad wants me to say Halloween. Mm, I can't. I wish. I wish. The babysitter one was the baby, you know which one I'm talking about? How to No. I was gonna say How to Train Your Babysitter. That is not the name.
Well,
Babysitter, it's on Netflix. There's
oh,
two.
okay. Wait, is it called babysitter? I think it's the one with the girl with the girl who's sitting for the kid, and then she's like
Yes.
a demon or something, right?
Yeah, she has a one. The
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that one was really cool. Just because, no spoilers, trying not to spoil it, but victory in the end.
Yeah, exactly. Yup.
I love
and
that.
and when you were watching it, was it like the it from like 1990s, or is it like the newer one?
Oh my goodness. I keep getting told to watch that one, but I have not. I have not, sadly. It's the one uh
The recent one, right? With Bill Skarsgård's playing Pennywise the clown.
yes, I
Yeah.
played I watched both the first one and the second one of
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Mhm.
No, that was like Bill Skarsgård did an amazing job as Pennywise. Like he was creepy as hell, and that
So
that
good.
that creepy smile that he does, and when he's Pennywise, and then you
Mhm.
got the kid from Stranger Things that's in the both films.
And Wolfhard, yeah.
Yeah,
That whole cast was incredible. I would die to be able to be a part of something like that. That was so cool. And I've seen a lot of the behind the scenes of that,
yeah,
and just how he took Pennywise and created such a like different
mhm,
person. And then when he would interact with these kids, he was so like sweet about it because
yeah,
he knew he looked scary. He knew he was like this different person. So after each scene, like he was like, "Are you okay? I
yeah,
know
yeah.
I'm here, but like I'm not a bad person. I will not hurt you." So I definitely I love things about the behind the scenes, but you're creating this image for people to
Hmm.
watch, but you're a completely different thing when you're outside of it. That's another thing of like a lot of people relate characters
Yeah.
to you and think it's actually you, but it's not you. You're not that person at all. Because imagine someone going up to him and being like, "Oh my God, you're Pennywise, you're gonna eat my arm."
Yes, exactly.
It's not that.
Yeah, I I doubt Bill Skarsgård walks in public with clown makeup on, and
And if he does, that's cool too. That's cool too.
yeah, sure. Um, is there any music you like listening to? Like, what kind of music do you
Ugh,
like most?
that is I love all music. I really,
Okay.
I love all music. Definitely my favorite artist recently, ever since Super Bowl happened, I've been blasting Rihanna. There's not a
Oh,
bad song, man.
yes.
There's not a bad song.
She's amazing. She really is. Like,
She's iconic. She
I
created
know.
some of the best bops. Like music is not made like that anymore. And it makes me kind of sad. But definitely Bruno Mars as well. I love like that get up and dance groovy stuff.
Yeah.
But also love alternative that like has so much meaning in every single word. And like definitely songs that get you like feeling something, like a
Oh,
beat.
definitely. Definitely.
And when bass drops, woo, and then you're like, woo. I love
Yes.
music like that.
Yes.
Definitely. And also musical theater. I'm going to see Six tonight, which is really cool over at the
Okay. Okay.
Vegas. So I'm excited about that musical theater. I love worship. I love country. I love
All right.
if you play metal, I'll bop ahead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen to it on my own time, but I'll in the meantime while I'm there, you know. It's not
Yeah.
something I would reach for, but I'll do it.
Yeah, you'll be there dancing and bopping your head, doing all the head banger, throwing the hand movement up, and
Of course, of course.
yeah, I just read like Dolly Parton's actually making a rock album now. Like she has like all these different rock stars that are going to be singing on the album with her, and like from Judas Priest, and
Oh
I
wow.
think the Beatles, like the people that are left living, the people that are living from the Beatles band, like Paul McCartney and stuff. Like she has him on the album, and
Wow.
she has like all these different rock stars. It's like a 2 disc out the album that she's doing, and it's all like pure rock. And I'm like, Dolly Parton's doing this? Wow.
We have got to listen to that.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
I will be first. I'll like right there. I gotta. Do you know the release date?
Oh no, I know they said they're shooting for the end of the summer.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll be ready. I will be ready.
Okay.
I love Dolly Parton. I have a show the 17th, and
Hmm.
18th, and we're actually doing 9 to 5. From
Oh, yeah,
from
from Dolly Parton. Yeah.
but it's the musical theater version. So you know
Nice.
the movie 9 to 5?
Yeah. Yeah.
They have a musical of it, and we're portraying that first song of the show. So it's
Oh,
really
that's awesome.
I'm actually
That's
playing
awesome.
I'm playing Dora Lee, which is kind of like Dolly Parton, which is
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so I love singing. Singing is a really big part of my life now, whereas it used to not be. So now I'm like branching out into musical theater as well because I also love dance. So I'm, you know, trying
There's like nothing you can't do, right? Like you do it all.
to. I'm not good at roller skating,
Okay.
but I can stay up. I did not fall the last time I went, but I'm not like zooming, but
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
but I definitely think that's a fun activity for sure.
Well, since you like singing, is there a go-to karaoke song for you?
Oh, with me and my dad, we love singing "Shallow." That's like one of the top number one karaoke songs. Oh, excuse me, that everyone loves doing. So for me and my dad, we definitely love doing that.
Okay.
But as a solo, I don't know. I really love "All of Me" by
Yeah.
John Legend. But it depends on if my voice is deep enough that day. And and then also there's a lot of musical theater songs. If I were to choose one, I'd say Burn from Hamilton.
All right. Okay. Okay.
Have you seen Hamilton?
I did. I did. Great.
Good,
Great.
good. Good. I'm
I,
very
I
glad.
saw Hamilton and Wicked. I love Wicked. Like that's such an awesome play.
That is the one I have not seen.
Oh,
And
okay.
I want to see so bad. My mom saw it about 10 years ago
Yeah.
and she said it was life-changing. It's her favorite.
Yeah,
Recently we
I
saw
really loved it. Yeah.
recently we saw Hairspray and she goes, "That's now my new favorite," because
Yeah, I still never saw that yet.
it's hilarious. You gotta go.
Okay.
It's hilarious.
I want to see that and Jesus Christ
Superstar.
Superstar. Like I still haven't seen that yet either.
Yeah, I definitely I want to see Beetlejuice.
Oh,
Um,
that's right. That that's a play now, right?
yeah, it's coming over to the
Yeah.
Pantages in about a month or so.
Okay, okay.
So I'm like, I need to see that.
I really want to see that. I love the movie, and they're actually making a second one now, and Michael Keaton is playing Beetlejuice again.
Oh wow! I
Yeah,
didn't I hear that Jenna Ortega is gonna play
yeah,
Lid.
yeah.
That's
She's playing like Winona Ryder, like that character that she played in the first movie. Like
yeah.
I think she plays her, but I think Winona Ryder plays her mother or something.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
She's popping off.
Yeah, I
Fellow
know.
Puerto Rican. I love her one from I actually met her in an audition room. She was very sweet, very happy for her. She's popping off. She's
Oh my
going
gosh, she's in everything from
Scream.
playing Scream,
Mhm,
Wednesday Adams, and like she's going to be in Beetlejuice too, and she's
mhm.
working with everybody now.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yes,
I'm so sorry.
that's all right.
No, amazing. Really, really.
Well, is there anything coming up for you that you want to plug? That you're allowed to, of course.
Well, I have a movie coming out over in Halloween time. I'm very excited about it. It is a suspense horror, and I'm very excited about it. I have, Christmas versus the Walters is out on Spectrum and Amazon and certain places. If you just go on safaris, be like Christmas versus Walters. Very cute movie. I also have Bad Therapy, which I
Mhm.
got to work with Alicia Silverstone and Rob Corddry.
Oh, that's
Um,
awesome.
yeah, that was really an amazing when I filmed that.
Alicia, like, come on now, she's
Legendary,
iconic. Yeah.
legendary. I was at first I did not know who she was, not to be mean, of course. I had not watched Clueless yet,
Yeah.
and I actually watched Clueless like a year after I filmed Bad
Oh,
Therapy.
really?
Yeah. And I got to meet her. She was very sweet, very cool.
Yeah.
Very great experience, but also when I filmed that, there were so many changes to the script and trying things differently and, you know, experiencing like how quick the movies go.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And when I experienced that, I was like, this is I know I can do it. I can do this. And I felt very um, you know, powerful when I filmed the
Okay. Okay.
like this I got this. I got this. And then when I booked Christmas versus the Walters, they flew me out to New York first class. I was like, are you kidding
First
me?
class. Okay.
Are you kidding me? Mind blown. Best food. Oh my God. I still think about it to this day. Like it was heavenly. And yeah, filming that for 3 weeks, and
Mm-hmm.
getting to share that experience with my mom, uh, wouldn't change it for the world. My heart felt so full. And then when we flew back the year later, once the
Yeah.
movie was ready, I got to take some of my family who
Okay.
all of my family is on the East Coast.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I have no family here in California.
Really?
Yeah. The only person that's out here is my brother. And yeah, it's like all my grandparents. My grandpa flew up to New York, and my Puerto Rican grandpa, and then my mom's side, white grandpa. That's so bad. Um, um, my Puerto Rican side is up in New York,
Yeah.
and um, I was able to see them because the premiere was in New York, and
Nice.
I got to bring family that hadn't met each other before,
Ah,
and
that's awesome.
I was like, that was really sweet. But I did that. Awesome. That's
Yeah,
really
exactly. That's awesome.
so yeah, when I filmed those two movies are like I love them so much. Um, but yeah, Bad Therapy is on Hulu still, and it's really cool to like look it up, and then I see that on there, and I'm like, wow.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice.
But yeah, you can check those out, and you know, on my Instagram, Paris Bravo official. You could see my up more when I hear more about the horror coming out
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
this
exactly.
year. Um, I will post more about it on my Instagram so you can keep up with that on there.
Oh, I'll definitely be checking for that. Yeah. Well, I want to thank you so much for taking time out and coming on. And it was really cool chatting. And definitely when your horror movie comes out, I'd love for you to come back and talk about it.
For sure, I would love to. Genuinely. Thank you for this opportunity and being able to talk to you. You're really, really, really cool guy. And
Thank you.
it was a pleasure, definitely.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. It was definitely fun talking to you.
Yeah, I love your accent. My dad has the same accent.
Yeah, yeah. I definitely have that like South Philly Italian
Oh
thug
yeah.
type kind of thing. I think.
It's cool. It is cool. It is one of
Thank you.
I think that's one of the most like cool guy, like bad thug type.
Yeah, that's how I talk. Like some people say, it sounds like you talk, but when you talk, it sounds like you don't have it ed, education. I'm like, huh? They're like, yeah, the way you talk, you have that certain way you talk. I'm like, okay, thank you, I
It's
guess. I don't-
just means you're cool. It just means you're cool.
Okay, there you go. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
No problem.
Well, definitely have a great rest of your day. You say you're going to see a play later tonight, so definitely have fun.
Thank you so much. I hope you have a great rest of your day as well.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, have a good day.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.